Just to start with, perhaps you can talk to us about what really necessitated the City Police to carry out, this weekend operation within the capital.
Thank you very much. One, it's the beginning of the year, and we have set our targets. And when we were analyzing the crime situation in the city, we realized that most of the crime are committed during the weekend. Yes, we have a plan, a weekly plan that is carried out by members on the ground, but we realize that they need support. Therefore, during the weekend, we take administrative staff, then we go and support the operational people on the ground in order to curb the crime.
And what are some of the issues that the weekend operation will be focusing on?
Yeah, first and foremost is to tell you that our mandate as a city police is based on 3 areas: bylaw enforcement, crime prevention, and traffic law enforcement. And in each area, we have issue of concern that we have identified and focus on a daily, and we set a daily target, a weekly target, and annual target. If I can start with a crime, it's robberies, it's housebreaking, it's theft, and theft under false pretense. Those are the 4 areas that we are focused on. While on road safety, is drink and driving or driving while under the influence. It's speeding. It's using of cell phone while driving, and skipping red robots, making unnecessary U-turns. Yeah, those are some of the area on road safety. While on bylaws, we focus on land invasion, we focus on illegal trading, and shebeens, as well as alcohol outlets related complaints or contraventions.
There's various hotspots in the city where crime is rife. First of all, can you point out to us where those hotspots are, and also will they be closely monitored as part of this operation?
Yeah, in each type of crime, okay, let's talk first on crime. We have areas that are affected by specific crime, like robberies. You talk about Okulyongawa, we call it Zone 1. We talk about Khrenhap, that's Zone 3, and Ochomwise, that is Zone 10. We also have that crime in towns like Rocky Crest, like Eros Park, as well as other suburbs. While on house breakings, it's mostly on affluent suburbs such as Eros, Kleinwindhoek, Commersdal, Rocky Crest, Pioneers Park, yeah, and other location in suburbs in town. On road safety, speeding, you talk about the arterial routes such as Independence Avenue, Hosea Kutako, Robert Mugabe, Florence Nightingale, Hendrik Vetboy, Mandume Ndemfayo, and Robert, already mentioned Robert Mugabe. Those are the most affected, and Western Bypass. On bylaws, you talk about, when we talk about illegal trading, there are some places like Okulyongawa Stop and Shop. You talk about Hereford, somewhere close to Lubambo location or Samnioma Stadium. You talk about Van Hill, Independence Avenue, the portion of from ShopRite to CDM building. Venalist at the back of ShopRite. Yeah, those are the most affected area, and it's where we are also concentrated when we are in our operations.
This weekend patrol operation will also include the city police administration staff. How does their role strengthen the efforts concerning crime prevention?
As I already alluded at the beginning, that it's always during the weekend that you have many activities or contraventions, being road safety, being crime, or being bylaws. Yes, we have a plan on the ground. We have people that we call the zonal that are deployed on the zones. We have the gang suppression that are following criminals, but the number is not enough. It's on that basis that they need support at that peak time we have identified. Not only, the method that we are using, not only the traditional one, we are also using the technology. With that, you still need additional manpower so that we're able to have an impact and meet the targets we set for ourselves.
Will this exercise of weekend patrols become a permanent, ongoing feature, in an effort to fight crime in the capital?
Maybe one day I need to invite you so that you can see and understand our operational methods. The answer is yes. We have a daily briefing on what have happened. Or let me start by saying we have 8-hour monitoring of the crime and road safety of concern, where the shift will report. Then on a 24 hours, every morning during the working days, we sit together and do an analysis or discuss the previous hours or the previous 24 hours. And on a weekly basis, we also discuss in detail and make a weekly plan, because we set our annual target. So this approach, it's permanent. And we are now at the beginning of the year. We make sure that based on the crime and road safety issue of concern, we support those that are on the ground. Every Thursday, we revisit our plan so that we can see changes, so that we can implement new methods based on a question that we always asking ourselves during the statistic. We are saying, what had happened? What is that we have done? And what is that we are going to do? And we are doing it on a weekly basis. The answer is you'll see this throughout the year, from January to December.
Just lastly, Chief, we are out of time. Just talk to us about what it is that you really hope to achieve through this operation.
We want to have we want to see a reduction in issue of concern that we have identified in crime, road safety, as well as on bylaws. We have a target that we set ourselves. You can come and see how we set that, but the answer is it's a reduction on those issues of concern that we have identified. And I can tell you, during this week, we really saw a huge reduction. We really saw a big impact, and therefore we'll keep that operation on.
Chief Kanime, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you very much, and feel welcome every time.
That was City Police Chief Abraham Kanime speaking to us. We'll be back shortly.